I am making meatloaves with my ground beef. I got 90% ground beef for $3.97 at the grocery store. And I am making up 4 meatloaves. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze them. I need to get the meat used up, but I'm going to freeze them and then just pull them out and save them for later. This recipe is in our Dining on a Dime Cookbook Volume 1, page 236. We get tons and tons and tons of comments about how wonderful our meatloaf is. So I thought I would make it for you today. All right, now I'm adding my salt. The recipe, of course, as always, is in the description below. Now, you might say, Tara, why is your pan all dirty? Because I just did meatballs, my grandma's meatball recipe. And so instead of messing up another pan, I'm just going to do it in the same one. Garlic powder and onion powder and my Worcestershire sauce. And I don't have any dry mustard, so I'm going to use regular mustard. And what am I missing? Oh yeah, my oatmeal and my milk. So let me grab my milk. Now I'm dairy free, so I'm using a dairy free milk, but you could just use regular milk. Let me see, I have 6 pounds in here, so I need 1, 2, okay. And what else do I need? My oatmeal or breadcrumbs, whichever you want. All right, and then because I have 93% ground beef, which is the cheapest they had this week, I'm gonna use some bacon grease so that it will not be quite so dry. And that's going to add a lot of extra flavor, but that's not enough.
But wait, there's more!
Okay, so I'm putting in about a half a cup of bacon grease. And then I'm just gonna smush this all together. Now, if you have fibromyalgia like me and it hurts your hands to do this, either the cold meat will make your hands feel better, or if it doesn't, then just warm it up. Well, don't warm it up. Just let it sit on the counter for about an hour before you use it, and then won't be so cold. All right, so then I've lined my loaf pans with foil. And I think that one's a little too full. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze them in these pans, and then I pull out the foil packets and store them in the foil packets, and that way when I go to bake them, I just pull out the pan that I need, just sits right back in there. It's pretty handy, even if I do say so myself. So just evenly pat it in there, just like so. Well, maybe that's not too full. Oh, yum. And then we're going to have easy dinners. I will show you what it looks like with the final product and see if there is approval from the family. All right, there's my meatballs freezing. Oh, yum, I got 3 trays of meatballs. And then here is my meatloaves in the freezer. Now, I'm gonna leave them overnight, and then I'll show you how I repackage them. Okay, I have all of my meatloaves and meatballs here. So, here's what I do. Take a freezer bag. Okay, if it gets stuck, just run the bottom under some hot water. Nope, that won't fit. Okay, I've taken my frozen meatloaf out of my freezer bag and watch this. Isn't that cool?
It is.
Then I just stick it straight in the oven at 425 degrees. So I ran out of regular potatoes. I thought I had some. This is my bacon grease. And I'm just gonna put it on my regular potatoes, and then I'm gonna fix me a sweet potato. Then I'm gonna sprinkle with some coarse salt, just like so. And cover. I washed my potatoes first. And stick my potatoes in there with it. Okay, there is meatloaf and my sweet potatoes. Don't have the veggies yet, but it's after show and I'm ready to eat.